What's up, fam? It's your boy Darmac Builders. As you can see, I'm here now. We poured the footer. This is like 80 yards. You remember when we poured it? We go back to that video and you'll see when we had the pour day. And now we have, where's that line there? Okay. We have laid everything out for the block to come and start laying that on Friday, I believe. And as you can see, the pins are representing the corners. Always when you're doing a stem wall footer. Now, most people may not do this, but this is what we do because we want to make sure the house is straight, square, and everything like that. We always have the survey company come in and put the pins in the corners of the house. And then we snap a line for end to end. See what else we got here going on. All right, so as you can see, the X's just represent where block is going to go. The 4H means we're going 4 high. We're going to go on 4 courses, okay? That's another word. So they could have put 4C there. That let everybody know that you're going 4 courses, all right? There are certain areas where we're going to go 2 courses, as you can see here, usually at the entrance of a door or garage level. Garage level, we're going 1 high because you know the garage is always lower than your finished floor. And so this is going to be 1 course here, and we got everything here. We got a yellow line here, basically, where everything goes. And we can always snap this line come on Friday. And it's throughout the whole perimeter of the house. We knock down the dirt here so we can put the block. Block is going to come here, and we're going to have block just lining up around here. All right. I'm not going to have too much block on the inside because you can see it's still mounds of dirt there. So we're not going to be doing that. Got the grounding rod here. Nobody's golfing right now, huh? It's all right. And this is the back side of the house as well, so we're going to be doing that. Just met with my steel fabricator. I got 2 steel columns that's going to be coming in. There's going to be one that's going to be a mullion for a window, and then we got one that's going to have a for an elevator. So there's going to be an elevator in this house. Okay. And these columns here is going to be lined up properly. We're going to pour like this up to like 3 feet or whatever because this is continuous. This is a 2-story house. And this is the back of the house. You know, probably can't see it, but if you've been watching from day one, you'd have seen it when we put the forms in, when we dug out the footers, when we put the rebar in. We also, when we poured it. So, let me get up high here. That's what we got going on. So I'm getting ready to leave here now. I'm very satisfied of the cleanup. We got liquid gold over there. Some of the stuff, the wood, even though it's in a pile, I'm going to take out some of the wood that we can reuse, especially the wood stakes. Definitely gonna be keeping that. All this is liquid gold for me. You want to call it wood gold, call it whatever you want to, but you don't throw this stuff away. A person who's doing shell work, foreman work, you don't throw away lumber at all. All right. Some of the stuff over here, the guys, they kind of stacked it in there. I'm giving credos to that, but these stakes, for example, this stake here, I can use this again. It's nice and solid. I'm keeping that. I probably got 100 in there that I can keep, so make sure that they sort it out for me. All right, keep everything staged over here. That block that I took from another job, I may or may not be able to use those 4-inch block, but if I need to, I'm going to use it. Still got rebar here for the slab. That's where we are. So, hope you guys understand what's going on. We're just going to keep it moving, keep it 100, and watch out for the next move. Peace.